Success doesn't just happen. It's not an accident. Success is attracted to certain kinds of people. And today, we're going to talk about how you can become that person who attracts success like a magnet. Now, some of you might be thinking, but I'm not successful yet. How can I attract success? Well, let me tell you something. Success isn't just about what you have. It's about who you are. It's about the person you become in the process of achieving your goals. You see, success leaves clues. If you look at successful people, you'll notice they have certain habits, certain ways of thinking, certain attitudes that set them apart. And the good news is, these are all things you can learn and develop. So let's start with the foundation. The first step in becoming the person who attracts success is to take full responsibility for your life. Now, I know that might sound a bit scary, but it's actually incredibly empowering. When you take responsibility, you're saying, I am in control of my life. My success or failure depends on me. You stop blaming others, you stop making excuses, and you start taking action. I remember talking to a young man once who was complaining about his job. He said, I hate my job. My boss is terrible. The pay is lousy. I'm stuck. And I asked him, well, what are you doing about it? He looked at me blankly. He hadn't even considered that he could do something about it. That's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. Successful people don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. They don't say, I can't. They ask, how can I? Now, let's talk about goals. If you want to attract success, you need to know what success looks like for you. You need to have clear, specific goals. I like to think of goals as a destination on a map. If you don't know where you're going, how will you know when you get there? How will you know which road to take? But here's the thing about goals. They need to be your goals, not your parents' goals for you, not society's goals, not what you think you should want. Your goals need to be what you truly desire. I once met a woman who was miserable in her high-paying corporate job. She had achieved what many would consider success. Good salary, nice car, big house, but she wasn't happy. When I asked her what she really wanted to do, she said she'd always dreamed of opening a small bookstore. That was her true goal, and once she acknowledged it and started working towards it, her whole life changed. She became energized, passionate, alive. That's the power of pursuing your own goals. Now, having goals is great, but it's not enough. You need to write them down. There's something magical that happens when you put pen to paper. It's like you're sending a message to your subconscious mind saying, this is important. Pay attention to this. And don't just write them once and forget about them. Review your goals regularly. I recommend reading them every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. This keeps them fresh in your mind and helps you stay focused. But here's where many people go wrong. They set a goal, and then they sit back and wait for it to happen. That's not how it works. Goals without action are just wishes. You need to take consistent, persistent action towards your goals. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. It's what gets you out of bed early to work on your business when you'd rather sleep in. It's what makes you save money for your future when you'd rather spend it now. It's what pushes you to keep going when things get tough. Now, I know discipline isn't a very popular word these days. We live in a world of instant gratification. Everyone wants success now without putting in the work. But let me tell you, there are no elevators to success. You have to take the stairs. Think about it this way. Every day you're building your future. Every action you take, every decision you make is like laying a brick. One brick might not seem like much, but if you lay a brick every single day, eventually you'll have built a wall. Keep going, and you'll have a house. That's how success works. It's the result of small, consistent actions over time. But here's the exciting part. As you develop discipline and take consistent action, you start to see results. And those results motivate you to keep going. It becomes a positive cycle. Success breeds success. Now let's talk about something that's crucial if you want to attract success. Your mindset, your mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant in it will grow. If you plant negativity, doubt, and fear, that's what will grow. But if you plant positivity, confidence, and faith, that's what will flourish. So you need to be very careful about what you allow into your mind. The books you read, the TV shows you watch, the people you spend time with, all of these influence your mindset. I always say, if you want to know what your life will look like in 5 years, look at two things: the books you read and the people you associate with. These have a profound impact on your thinking and consequently your actions and results. Speaking of books, let me ask you something. How many books have you read in the last month? The last year? Successful people are readers. They're always learning, always growing. They understand that formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. I recommend reading at least 30 minutes a day. Read books on success, on business, on personal development. Read biographies of successful people. Learn from their experiences, their mistakes, their insights. And don't just read. Apply what you learn. Knowledge isn't power. It's potential power. It becomes power only when you act on it. Now, let's talk about another crucial aspect of attracting success. Your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. It's not what happens to you that determines your future. It's how you respond to what happens to you. I remember a story about two shoe salesmen who were sent to a developing country to assess the market potential. The first salesman called back and said, "Situation hopeless. No one wears shoes here." The second salesman called back excited and said, "Incredible opportunity. Everyone needs shoes." Same situation, two different attitudes, two very different outcomes. The person with the positive attitude sees opportunity where others see obstacles. But having a positive attitude doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means facing challenges with the belief that you can overcome them. It means seeing failures as lessons, not defeats. And let me tell you something about failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person has failed many times. The difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it and kept going. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he successfully invented the light bulb. When asked about it, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the attitude of a successful person. Now, let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: your habits. Your habits are the daily actions that shape your life. As Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Successful people have successful habits. They have routines and practices that support their goals and values. Things like waking up early, exercising regularly, planning their day, continuously learning. These are all habits of successful people. The good news is, habits can be developed. It takes about 21 days to form a new habit. So if you want to attract success, start developing success habits, pick one habit you want to develop and focus on it for the next 21 days. Then move on to the next one. Remember, small changes can lead to big results over time. If you improve just one each day, after a year, you'll be 37 times better. That's the power of consistent, incremental improvement. Now, let's discuss something that's absolutely crucial if you want to attract success: your network. You've probably heard the saying, your net worth is determined by your network. And it's true. The people you associate with have a huge impact on your success. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Think about that for a moment. Look at the 5 people you spend the most time with. Are they where you want to be in life? Do they inspire you to be better? Do they support your goals and dreams? If not, it might be time to expand your circle. Now, I'm not saying you should abandon your old friends, but you should seek out people who are where you want to be, people who challenge you to grow, who inspire you to reach higher. One of the best ways to do this is to find a mentor A mentor is someone who's already achieved what you want to achieve. They can guide you, share their experiences, help you avoid common pitfalls. Having a good mentor can shave years off your learning curve. But remember, mentorship is a two-way street. You need to bring value to the relationship too. Be eager to learn, be respectful of their time, and most importantly, apply their advice. Another powerful way to expand your network is to join groups or associations related to your field or interests, attend seminars, workshops, conferences. These are great places to meet like-minded people and potential mentors. Now let's talk about something that's often misunderstood when it comes to success. Money. Money is important, no doubt about it. It's a tool that can help you achieve your goals and live the life you want. But it's not everything. I've met plenty of people who were financially wealthy, but poor in other areas of life. They had lots of money, but no time to enjoy it. Or they had successful careers, but their personal relationships were a mess. True success is about balance. It's about being successful in all areas of life. Your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, your contribution to society. That's why it's so important to define what success means to you. Don't just chase after society's definition of success. Figure out what a successful life looks like for you. And here's something crucial. Your definition of success should include helping others. The most successful people I know are also the most giving. They understand that true fulfillment comes from contribution, from making a positive difference in the lives of others. Now let's talk about a quality that's essential if you want to attract success. Persistence. Persistence is the ability to keep going in the face of obstacles, setbacks, and failures. It's what separates the achievers from the dreamers. I love the story of Colonel Sanders, the founder of Kentucky Fried Chicken. Did you know he was 65 years old when he started KFC? He took his chicken recipe and went from restaurant to restaurant trying to sell it. He was rejected 1009 times before someone finally said yes. Imagine if he had given up after the 100th rejection, or the 500th, or even the 1000th. We wouldn't have KFC today. That's the power of persistence. But persistence doesn't mean blindly doing the same thing over and over. It means learning from your failures, adjusting your approach, and trying again. It means being willing to pivot when necessary, but never giving up on your ultimate goal. Remember, most people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in a decade. Success takes time. It's not about intensity, it's about consistency. It's about showing up day after day, even when you don't feel like it, even when you're not seeing immediate results. Now let's talk about something that's often overlooked when it comes to success. Your health is your wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have your health, you can't enjoy it. Successful people understand this. They take care of their physical and mental health. They exercise regularly, eat a balanced diet, get enough sleep. They manage their stress through practices like meditation or yoga. Taking care of your health isn't just about living longer. It's about having the energy and vitality to pursue your goals. It's about being able to show up fully in your life and work. And it's not just about physical health. Mental health is equally important. Successful people work on their mindset daily. They practice gratitude. They manage their emotions. They cultivate a positive outlook. One practice I highly recommend is keeping a gratitude journal. Every day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice can dramatically shift your perspective and increase your overall happiness and success. Now, let's discuss something that's crucial for attracting success: continuous learning and growth. The world is changing faster than ever before. What brought you success yesterday might not work tomorrow. That's why successful people are always learning, always growing. They see every experience as an opportunity to learn. They're curious, they ask questions, they seek out new challenges. They understand that the moment you stop growing, you start dying. One of the best ways to ensure continuous growth is to step out of your comfort zone regularly. Do something that scares you a little bit every day. Take on a new challenge, learn a new skill. The more you push your boundaries, the more you'll grow. Remember, growth can be uncomfortable. It often involves facing your fears, admitting your weaknesses, making mistakes. But that discomfort is where the magic happens. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. Now, let's talk about a quality that's essential for attracting success. Integrity. Integrity means being honest, keeping your word, doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. It's about aligning your actions with your values. Success without integrity is not true success. It might bring you short-term gains, but it won't bring you lasting fulfillment. And eventually, it will catch up with you. People of integrity attract success because they attract trust. And in business and in life, trust is everything. When people trust you, they want to work with you, do business with you, support you. Integrity also brings peace of mind. When you live with integrity, you can sleep well at night. You don't have to worry about keeping track of lies or maintaining a false image. You can just be yourself. Now, let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: the power of focus. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with distractions. Social media, emails, notifications, they're all competing for our attention. But successful people know how to focus. They understand that where focus goes, energy flows. They know how to eliminate distractions and concentrate on what's truly important. One technique I recommend is time blocking. Set aside specific blocks of time for important tasks, and during those times, eliminate all distractions. Turn off your phone, close unnecessary browser tabs, find a quiet place to work. Remember, multitasking is a myth. Your brain can't actually focus on multiple things at once. What we call multitasking is really just rapidly switching between tasks, and it's incredibly inefficient. Instead, focus on one task at a time and give it your full attention. Another important aspect of focus is knowing what to say no to. Successful people are as proud of what they don't do as they are of what they do. They understand that saying no to good opportunities allows them to say yes to great ones. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success: your communication skills. No matter what field you're in, your ability to communicate effectively can make or break your success. This includes both speaking and listening. Successful people know how to articulate their ideas clearly and persuasively, but they also know how to listen actively and empathetically. One way to improve your communication skills is to practice public speaking. Join a group like Toastmasters, or look for opportunities to present at work or in your community. The more you practice, the more comfortable and skilled you'll become. But remember, communication isn't just about talking, it's about connecting. It's about understanding others and making them feel understood. Develop your emotional intelligence, learn to read body language, and pick up on nonverbal cues. Now let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: the power of creativity and innovation. In today's rapidly changing world, the ability to come up with new ideas and solutions is more valuable than ever. Successful people are innovative thinkers. They're not content with doing things the way they've always been done. They're always looking for better, more efficient ways to achieve their goals. One way to boost your creativity is to expose yourself to new experiences and ideas. Read books outside your usual genre, travel to new places, talk to people from different backgrounds. The more diverse your inputs, the more creative your outputs will be. Another technique is to practice brainstorming. Set aside time regularly to generate new ideas without judging them. Quantity is more important than quality at this stage. You can evaluate and refine the ideas later. Remember, creativity isn't just for artists. It's a crucial skill in business, in problem solving, in all areas of life. Cultivate your creativity and you'll be better equipped to attract success. Now let's talk about something that's essential for attracting success: resilience Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to keep going in the face of adversity. Resilience is not about avoiding difficulties or pretending they don't affect you. It's about acknowledging the challenges, feeling the emotions that come with them, and then choosing to move forward anyway. Successful people understand that setbacks are not permanent. They see them as temporary obstacles, not insurmountable barriers. They know that every setback carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit if they're willing to look for it. One way to build resilience is to reframe your perspective on failure. Instead of seeing failure as the opposite of success, see it as a stepping stone to success. Every failure is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to get better. I remember talking to a young entrepreneur who was devastated after his first business failed. He felt like giving up. But when I asked him what he learned from the experience, his eyes lit up. He realized he had gained valuable knowledge about what not to do, about market trends, about managing finances. That knowledge became the foundation for his next venture, which became hugely successful. Another key to building resilience is to develop a strong support network. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, who lift you up when you're down. Remember, no one succeeds alone. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success. Your ability to adapt and be flexible. The only constant in life is change, and those who can adapt to change are the ones who succeed. Successful people are not rigid in their thinking or their methods. They're willing to change course when necessary. They understand that what got them here won't necessarily get them there. This doesn't mean changing your core values or your ultimate goals. It means being flexible in your approach, being willing to try new things, to experiment, to pivot when something isn't working. I'm reminded of a story about a company that made boogie whips. When automobiles started becoming popular, most boogie whip companies went out of business. But one company adapted. They realized they weren't in the boogie whip business. They were in the transportation accessory business. They started making accessories for cars and became very successful. That's the power of adaptability. It's about seeing the bigger picture and being willing to change your approach to achieve your ultimate goal. Now, let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: the importance of balance. Success isn't just about achieving in one area of your life. It's about creating a life that's fulfilling and satisfying in all areas. You think about the different aspects of your life: your career, your relationships, your health, your personal growth, your spiritual life, your finances. How would you rate each of these on a scale of 1 to 10? Successful people strive for balance. They understand that neglecting one area of life for too long will eventually impact all other areas. If you're working 80 hours a week and neglecting your health and relationships, that's not true success. One way to create more balance is to use the concept of roles and goals. Identify the different roles you play in life. Maybe you're a professional, a parent, a spouse, a friend, a community member. Then set specific goals for each role. This ensures you're giving attention to all areas of your life. Remember, balance doesn't mean giving equal time to everything every day. It means making sure that over time, you're nurturing all aspects of your life. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success: your ability to manage your time effectively. Time is our most precious resource. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's how we use those hours that makes the difference. Successful people are masters of time management. They understand the difference between urgent and important. They prioritize tasks that move them closer to their goals rather than just reacting to whatever comes up. One technique I recommend is the Eisenhower matrix. It involves categorizing tasks into 4 quadrants based on their urgency and importance. This helps you focus on what's truly important rather than just what's screaming for your attention. Another key to effective time management is learning to say no. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Make sure you're saying yes to the right things, the things that align with your goals and values. Now let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success, the power of visualization. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's vividly imagined and what's real. When you visualize your goals, you're programming your subconscious mind to look for opportunities to make those goals a reality. Successful people use visualization regularly. They create a clear, detailed mental image of what they want to achieve. They engage all their senses in this visualization. What will they see, hear, feel, smell, taste when they achieve their goal? But visualization isn't just about imagining the end result. It's also about visualizing the process, seeing yourself taking the necessary steps, overcoming obstacles, doing the work required to achieve your goal. Remember, visualization isn't a substitute for action. It's a tool to motivate action, to keep you focused, to help you stay committed to your goals even when things get tough. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success. Your ability to build and maintain relationships. Success is not a solo sport. No matter what field you're in, your ability to connect with others, to build trust, to collaborate effectively, will have a huge impact on your success. Successful people are skilled at building relationships. They understand the importance of networking, not in a superficial way, but in a genuine way. They look for ways to add value to others, to help others succeed. One key to building strong relationships is to be a good listener. Most people are so focused on what they're going to say next that they're not really listening. But when you truly listen to someone, when you give them your full attention, you make them feel valued and important. Another important aspect of relationship building is follow-through. Do what you say you're going to do. Be reliable. Be someone others can count on. Now, let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: the importance of self-awareness. Self-awareness is about understanding your own thoughts, emotions, motivations, strengths, and weaknesses. Successful people have a high degree of self-awareness. They understand their own patterns of behavior, their triggers, their biases. This allows them to manage themselves effectively and to make better decisions. One way to develop self-awareness is through regular self-reflection. Take time each day to think about your actions, your reactions, your decisions. Ask yourself why you did what you did, how you could have done better. Another powerful tool for developing self-awareness is feedback. Seek out honest feedback from others. It might be uncomfortable at times, but it's invaluable for personal growth. Now let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success: your ability to take calculated risks. Success often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things, taking chances. But this doesn't mean being reckless. Successful people are willing to take risks, but they're smart about it. They do their research. They weigh the potential outcomes. They have contingency plans. Remember, playing it safe can be the riskiest move of all. In a world that's constantly changing, staying still means falling behind. One way to become more comfortable with risk-taking is to start small. Take small risks regularly. As you see that you can handle the outcomes, you'll become more confident in taking bigger risks. Now, let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success: the power of patience. In today's world of instant gratification, patience has become a rare and valuable quality. Successful people understand that lasting success takes time. They're willing to delay gratification, to put in the work day after day, even when they're not seeing immediate results. Think about planting a tree. You plant the seed, you water it, you nurture it. For a long time, you don't see anything happening above the ground. But below the surface, roots are growing, becoming strong and deep. Then suddenly one day, you see a sprout. And before you know it, you have a strong, tall tree. Success often works the same way. For a long time, you might not see visible results. But if you're patient, if you keep putting in the work, eventually you'll see the fruits of your labor. Remember, patience doesn't mean passivity. It means working consistently towards your goals, trusting in the process, and not getting discouraged when things take longer than you'd like. Now, let's talk about something that's crucial for attracting success. Your ability to learn from failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every successful person has failed many times on their journey. The difference is in how they respond to failure. Successful people don't let failure defeat them. They don't take it personally. Instead, they see it as feedback, as a learning opportunity. When you fail at something, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to get better, to move closer to my goals? Remember, failure is an event, not a person. Just because you failed at something doesn't make you a failure. It makes you someone who had the courage to try. Now let's discuss something that's often overlooked when it comes to success. The importance of celebration. We often focus so much on achieving our goals that we forget to celebrate our achievements along the way. Successful people take time to acknowledge their progress, to celebrate their wins, both big and small. This isn't about being boastful. It's about recognizing your efforts, reinforcing positive behavior, and maintaining motivation. Celebration also helps to train your brain to associate hard work with positive feelings, making you more likely to continue putting in the effort. Remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. Don't wait until you've achieved your ultimate goal to feel successful. Celebrate each step along the way. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to emphasize something crucial. Becoming the person who attracts success is a journey, not a destination. It's about constant growth, continuous learning, and ongoing self-improvement. The principles we've discussed today, taking responsibility, setting clear goals, developing discipline, cultivating a positive mindset, building strong relationships, being persistent, maintaining integrity, focusing, communicating effectively, being creative and innovative, building resilience, adapting to change, maintaining balance, managing time effectively, visualizing success, developing self-awareness, taking calculated risks, being patient, learning from failure, and celebrating progress. These are not one-time tasks. They're ongoing practices. Incorporate these principles into your daily life. Make them habits. Let them shape who you are and how you approach life. Remember, success is not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you become. So focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Develop your skills, expand your knowledge, cultivate your character. And as you do this, you'll find that success starts to flow into your life naturally. Opportunities will open up. The right people will come into your life. Things will start to fall into place. But even then, don't stop growing. Don't become complacent. Keep pushing yourself, keep learning, keep improving. That's what truly successful people do. In conclusion, I want to leave you with this thought. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve amazing things. But that potential needs to be developed, nurtured, and acted upon. So starting today, commit to becoming the person who attracts success. Commit to your growth, to your learning, to your improvement. Commit to taking action towards your goals every single day. Remember, success is not an accident. It's a choice. And that choice begins with deciding to become the kind of person who attracts success.